that is proof beyond a reasonable doubt that he had the intent to kill Catherine Woods when they can't even say it's him.
That was, of course, the lawyer for murder defendant Paul Cortez arguing his innocence in closing arguments today. Let's go straight out to Dr. Lippman. Take a look at this journal entry from Paul Cortez. I feel as if my soul is dying sometimes, all this pent-up rage, unable to kill, unable to find retribution. I just want peace. I just want them to die. There's so much violent imagery in these journals, but doesn't mean anything.
Well, there is, but look, we've got to be careful. If we're going to convict people on the basis of song lyrics, every hair band from the 1980s would be behind bars.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Perhaps justifiably so. But look, I think there are three pieces of evidence here which are much more powerful when put together that really do, I think, make a very strong case for guilt. Number one, on October 17th, the first breakup that Cortez had with Woods, he called her on one day, the day of the breakup, Lisa, 57 times in a row, calling and calling and calling and calling. This is an obsessive, narcissistic rage, a breakup that I've seen on both a psychologist and a JD, and I've seen it on both sides again and again in cases of spousal abuse and attack. On the day of the actual breakup, he called her 12 times in a row, kept calling. The prosecution traced the cell phone towers, saw that he got on a subway, moved towards her home, that's when the call stopped, and then they continued over and over again until he reached her home, at which point the calls stopped completely. And even though he didn't find out that she was dead until the next morning, he never called her again. This is an obsessive calling rage that stopped when? Only for the 37 minutes of her murder. Now we take that evidence, very, very powerful, and we put it together with these, not song lyrics, which are inferential, but diary entries. Let her go. She said she hates you. She said she wants you out of her life. She must burn more than you wanted her to. This is violence.
All right.
And this is not song lyric. This is violence.
Yeah, and these are the words that he wrote. Marguerite is his friend and his staunch defender. Your response?
They are his personal journals. He wrote some of the earlier words that you read were actually written 6 years ago. The judge allowed 10 years into evidence.
Okay, hold on a second.
And the girl is still alive and well and friends with Paul.
And what do you have here?
And I want to show you
hold on a second.
Catherine's calling pattern to Paul was equally as obsessive. They were mutually obsessed. She called him 292 times in a month. And the week before, Catherine died, she text messaged him, I love you, I love you, I love you, multiple times. Catherine was still in love with Paul, and Paul knew it.
Okay, Dr. Lippman.
Now I would like to ask Marguerite a question. And Marguerite, let me tell you, I've seen a lot of cases. I work with a lot of people on both sides, both victims and perpetrators of violence, and I have the greatest sympathy for you. But you know perfectly well that a person who is charming and warm and charismatic and who calls 57 times in one day, the day of her murder.
Catherine called him 37 times in one day.
Stopped at the moment of her murder. Marguerite,
no, he called her twice after her murder. They're trying to write that off as a redial, an accidental redial. But he did call her after her death. He did call her after her death.
I know you care. I know you care about. I know you care about him. But she is the one who was dead.
All right, well, Leah, let me leave it right there because this is a tough question, and this may be exactly what the jury is mulling over as they deliberate the outcome of this case. We are on verdict watch. They've gone home today. They're going to pick this thing up tomorrow. Laura Italiano, Dr. Alan Lippman, Marguerite Shanuda, thank you all. Up next, your thoughts on Howard K. Stern's claim to Anna Nicole Smith's body right after the break. Stay with us.